What if I told you that in the year's messiest and most surprising plot twist, the same lady who created a whole brand around forgiveness, loyalty, and supporting her partner was just exposed because Kirk Frost, the man we adored, thought was the issue, abruptly turned the entire internet upside down by releasing a private, never-to-be-seen night vision video of Rasheeda. Surprise, she wasn't by herself. And let's just say that the man accompanying her isn't a cousin, stylist, or background extra. This wasn't simply a case of being caught in the wrong place. It was candlelight, naked flesh, 2 glasses of wine, and Rasheeda's expression that indicated, I apologize. The video has already gone viral on Twitter, showing Kirk calmly drinking tea as fans go crazy. But Rasheeda remains mute, makes no denials, and simply shuts off Instagram. Friends unfollowing quickly raises the question of whether Kirk was ever truly the villain, or whether he finally caught Rasheeda doing what he had been accused of all along. Hold on tight, this isn't a plot, it's a takedown, so let's go back in time before we get started. The video that went viral requires us to discuss the couple that have built a whole profession out of surviving betrayal, Kirk Frost and Rasheeda, who have been hip-hop success magnets for more than 10 years. Every time Kirk cheated, Rasheeda brought him back with a new wig and a half smile. But this isn't love. They were bonded by reality TV glue, side chick drama, hidden babies, and healing retreats that somehow always ended in new tattoos and old lies. 3 weeks prior to the release of the video, Kirk shared a mysterious Instagram story that included a black screen and the words, "Truth, coming soon, and it's going to hurt." This hip-hop scam, which is called Nuclear Disty, began with rumors. No one anticipated a leaked video showing Rasheeda in a silk robe, laughing like a high school student pouring wine for a man. Most people thought he was discussing a new mixtape or another of his unsuccessful Frostbro brunches. The clip was allegedly taken from a concealed camera at a luxurious Airbnb that Kirk booked during their stay at Frost Bistro. By close, we mean intrusive employees who can't mind their business. Most recent breakup. Yes, Kirk is accused of setting the trap himself. He reserved the space, handed Rasheeda the keys, and informed her that he would be out of town reconnecting with his Jamaican roots while logged in to Atlanta, seeing everything from his iPad. And after he was satisfied, he pressed record. To be clear, this was not a 15-second clip. Rather, it was a complete 30-minute expose with high-definition sound on faces. The man in the video is still not verified by name, but supporters believe they have figured out the code. The tattoos, the voice, and the watch all point to a particular rapper who is now a fitness coach and whom Rasheeda reportedly collaborated with for her waist trainer promotion last year. You know who we are. Speaking of Mr. Jim Flex, anonymous insiders claim that he and Rasheeda became quite close during their campaign shots, which included long, overnight editing sessions and an odd rise in ab workout posts on her Instagram. Her abs remained the same. But here's where it gets more messier. Kirk didn't just release the film. According to sources, he hosted a private showing at his Frostbro after hours, with hand-picked attendees only, no phones permitted. Includes Love and hip-hop cast members, a few bloggers, and a dubious Seuss Network producer who allegedly said, "We need to spin this into a series." The response is someone fainted, someone shouted, and one cast member reportedly went out the back door shouting, "Not Rasheeda, not like this," but Kirk calm deadpan, arms crossed. He only said, "Now y'all know why I stopped fighting." He then left. But let's not act like Kirk is a saint. This is the same man who, behind Rasheeda's back, fathered a child with Jasmine. He blamed alcohol. And then, after years of playing the villain, Kirk just played the victim. And for once, people are paying attention. He has lied, cheated, gaslit the wife, and tried to hide the child like it was a parking ticket on national television more times than we can count. Another karma appeared in 4K, but it didn't stop. Fans flipped one post with the comment, "Rasheeda had been playing the long game. We clowned Kirk for years, and turns out she had a whole side saga." When the original leaked video appeared on blogs, Rasheeda, the same lady who was lately rumored to be Kirk's new focus, posted a mysterious caption that said, "Tables always turn. Just wait, people took." That serves as proof that Rini not only knew, but also gave her approval. Now, picture yourself as Rasheeda, your spouse leaking a scandalous video of you, your supposed sidekick being discovered online, and your replacement. Rasheeda has always been the master of keeping things adorable, but even her quiet this time sounded loud. No reply, no denial, just a Bible scripture reposting her story, because what's done in secret will eventually be revealed. In the meantime, Love and Hip Hop's producers are apparently scrambling after an unidentified crew member released this information, making fans shout louder. Is she referring to Kirk or herself? We were hoping for a healing storyline this season, but it looks like we may need a. According to their court statement, Kirk is threatening to sue bloggers who said the video was modified for defamation, while Rasheeda's team is discreetly contacting lawyers over privacy invasion. However, here's the craziest twist, is that Kirk might have more tapes. The word on the street is that this wasn't an isolated incident. It seems that Kirk has been acting as a surveillance agent for some time. He allegedly had a tracker on Rasheeda's phone and GPS on her car. And according to one insider, he even placed an old iPhone in her beauty bag in order to record her daughter's nighttime conversations on audio. Yes, this is love and surveillance. Now, even though some fans are phoning him, Part 1 concludes with Rasheeda's representative making an ambiguous public statement, asking for privacy at this delicate time. Petty and obsessed people are labeling him a genius, saying he played the long game better than Rasheeda ever did. The internet doesn't respect privacy, though, and Kirk just shared a happy selfie with the comment, "God don't sleep." Are you prepared for Part 2? Because what comes next makes the leak appear like child's play. So as soon as Kirk published that piece, the blogs went into overdrive. By overdrive, I mean that the Shade Room for Nuclear Meltdown updated 6 times in an hour, and our Hollywood Unlocked had 12 slides. Carousel even Ms. ran with the headline, Kirk Frostouts Rasheeda in viral betrayal bombshell privacy. Who? And all of a sudden, it wasn't just a leak. It was a full-fledged digital witch hunt, with people analyzing the video as though it were as a prud movie. TikTokers slowed it down frame by frame to find hints about what kind of wine she was pouring, what kind of scent Mr. Jim Flex appeared to be wearing, and whether the shadow in the rear hinted at another viewer. Went viral after a lady claimed that it wasn't just infidelity but rather performance art, stating that Rasheeda didn't cheat but rather directed. Following the controversy, love blossomed, and the production crew from Hip Hop Atlanta the same. People who had been pleading with Kirk in order to, according to a leaked email. Mona Scott Young herself convened an urgent Zoom meeting with producers, attorneys, and crisis PR experts to approve a marriage boot camp plot. The letter stated, if we must find Kirk, find Rasheeda, find the Psy Guy, or we will cancel the arc if we don't get ahead of this. They will take over the season before it ever premieres. In the meantime, Rasheeda was broadcasting her boutique's page was completely silent, with no tweets, stories, or promoted postings. It seemed as though she had been engulfed in the issue or was planning her comeback like a Kardashian during Sweeps Week. But Kirk doubled down and stated another video showed him sitting in his car with sunglasses on, drinking a smoothie, and stating, "Y'all thought I was crazy. Nah, I was just patient. Long game, baby Frost, don't fold." He then looked directly into the camera. He continued, saying, if you believe that was the only footage, wait on it. Let's talk about Rinny Rucci now, because of the manner she activated instant. Rinny went online few hours after the second video leaked, hair slicked full beat and nails done. She brought one thing, smoke. Now that I'm the villain, I've been quiet and elegant, but when people were accusing me of being a homewrecker, it turned out that the house was already destroyed. She took out receipts for purported texts from Kirk that date back. The internet abruptly exploded with screenshots showing Rasheeda apparently labeling Rinny a transitory stunt months earlier, followed by a voicemail purportedly from Rasheeda, telling Rinny to stay in her lane before I embarrass you both. It wasn't just Kirk versus Rasheeda, it was also Rinny against Rasheeda, a celebrity deathmatch version. Rinny Rucci just changed the plot, exposing Rasheeda's shortcomings. And now the house memes are out of control. Another had a phony cover of Cheaters Atlanta with Kirk holding binoculars and a spy camera, while the other featured Kirk, Rinny, and Rasheeda in a Powerpuff Girls arrangement with Rasheeda's face altered to resemble Mojo Jojo. Jokes abound. But serious repercussions begin to simmer beneath the surface as one of Rasheeda's brand deals begins to withdraw. The same large sports clothing sponsor that she advertised with Jim Flex pauses her contract, citing unanticipated public relations. Source informed us of brand alignment issues. Sponsors of Messi don't want to be involved in a soap opera unless they're selling detergent. Then the legal details emerged. After some fans somehow gained access to the county circuit court clerk's website in Atlanta, Rasheeda's attorneys filed a temporary injunction against Kirk, requesting that he take down the video from all platforms or face immediate civil penalties for a picture of a shredder with the message, "You can't unsee the truth, petty ice-cold peak Kirk," was Kirk's answer to emotional pain and reputational sabotage. Meanwhile, rumors began to circulate. Yes, you read correctly, the man at the heart of the story, Mr. Jim Flex, whose true name we will not reveal out of a lack of civility, was in negotiations with Zeus Network to do a tell-all. This isn't just a cheating scandal, it's content gold. However, guess who else noticed $signs? According to subscription-based Zeus-style drama sources, the episode would include body cam footage, direct messages, and perhaps a lie detector part. According to insiders, producers are currently preparing a spin-off series that will only focus on the aftermath. It is tentatively named Love and Hip Hop Breakdown. When loyalty breaks, the camera rolls, and it will be available to a select intrepid bloggers in addition to television. Started a YouTube documentary series called Frostbite: The Real Atlanta Divorce, with episode 1 already receiving 3, 2, and 2 million views. Rasheeda is a must-see because at the exact moment when the world she posted a black and white selfie without a caption. showing only her face with swollen lips pushed, and the comment area was filled with craziness. "You didn't deserve this, but we still ride for you, Kirk, and you've been trashed. Crown him king." But beneath all the pity, a bigger voice was coming out. Rasheeda played the game. According to this opinion, Rasheeda intentionally allowed Kirk to disclose that film because she was aware of the camera's setup, and after being discovered, she allowed everything to happen in order to ultimately leave her marriage, appearing to be the one who had had enough. According to a widely shared tweet, this was a calculated departure. But the issue is that, if Rasheeda planned, since Rini is out here praising Kirk like a man reborn, she is rapidly losing control of the story. They were seen together at a private lounge in Buckhead, hand-holding and wearing matching outfits, and one witness claimed Kirk appeared to have dropped 20 pounds of stress. According to another source, Kirk purchased a brand new Jeep Trackhawk for Rini and is reportedly looking for a ring. Meanwhile, Rasheeda is unable to save a company that is based on loyalty, and the loyalty is being offered for auction to the highest bidder. And half of the supporters yell, "Free Rasheeda, she's had enough." This was long overdue for the other half, who had been playing Kirk for years, and the rest waiting for the next episode, because, if this is part 2, you already know that part 3 will involve restraining orders, nuclear probes, and speculation that a cast member may have leaked even more material. After Kirk doubled down, Rini Ritchie went public, and Rasheeda finally broke her silence with her silent black and white selfie. You would think that everything would be over, but just when it seemed like the controversy had reached its height of drama, Atlanta's media streets were inundated with one-word investigations, and behind the scenes, Rasheeda's legal team was pursuing a defamation lawsuit instead of merely requesting small injunctions. Digital harassment and intentional premeditated sabotage. According to people close to the camp, they are saying Kirk didn't simply happen to find a security camera film. Rather, they say Kirk set it up, planted the camera, and manipulated in order to keep the situation quiet. Angles even gave $5,000 in cash to the gym's security officer. In a leaked email chain, the management team acknowledged that there had been an unauthorized local surveillance regulations are broken by a non-employee placing a recording device in a private area. Translation: Kirk may have just transformed himself from a messy ex into a felon, and things become worse because Rasheed is no longer. She's apparently compiling evidence to show Kirk has been wiretapping, stalking, and tormenting her for months, while grinning like a born-again person in interviews in an attempt to defend her name. According to an unnamed source, Rasheeda's husband has a folder called Frost Files that is so thick it may render a judge unconscious. It has screenshots, emails, GPS trackers, and even purported video of Kirk allegedly following her car in the middle of the "It's cold tonight, so let's talk about the fans." According to one user, Twitter has gone into full FBI red circles voice analysis while the courtroom drama is unfolding, and everyone is eating popcorn like it's the first night of a Tyler Perry premiere. Another allegation that the whole issue was a Mona Scott one is that the man Rasheeda was found with was not just a gym trainer but a background extra from Season 5 of Love and Hip Hop, Episode 3. Timestamp 11:48. TikTok conspiracy theorists claim that Mona planned the entire incident to boost the company's dwindling ratings, giving Kirk and Rasheeda executive producer credentials if they managed to make it go viral. In all honesty, the way it wouldn't come as a surprise that the drama is unfolding beat by beat like a season finale. But guess who isn't keeping quiet anymore? Mama D, Scrappy's mom, Atlanta's resident messy monarch, appeared on a podcast last night and stated VH1 needs to cut me a check because I predicted this 5 years ago. After dragging everyone, Rasheeda knew what she was doing, and Kirk had been a player. Rini didn't even fit in this picture. The FBI intervenes just when you think things can't get any worse. According to a now viral tweet that may or may not be parody, but who cares at this point? The FBI is investigating digital privacy infractions and financial relationships involving Atlanta reality stars who have 4 million views on their tweets. And people now believe Kirk is not just guilty of adultery or video leaks, but that according to reports, he has been transferring funds from Rasheeda's companies into offshore cryptocurrency wallets with Rini's cousin. A phony shell firm named Frost Bodyworks LLC is currently trending on Reddit with phony wire transfers and receipts. People on the internet are certain that this is more than just a love triangle drama because of invoices that list Rini as a consultant. Meanwhile, Kirk is out here acting as like nothing is wrong because he attended an event in Atlanta over the weekend. Rini had cameras flashing on his sleeve, and he was wearing a black tee with the words, "I'm not sorry, I got receipts." Fans went crazy, with some cheering and others jeering at a single woman, demonstrating the legendary level of trolls. Allegedly shouted, "Rasheeda made you lose her," and tossed a protein bar at him. He shrugged, but here's the real gut punch. Erica Dixon unfollowed her Sierra post, and Rasheeda's inner circle is disintegrating. A dubious tale of phony buddies who cry on Instagram but lie in real life. and Candy Boris, who is remaining mute. Despite Candy saying everything, Rasheeda, on the other hand, suddenly broke her silence by posting a 7-minute YouTube video. Sometimes, silence isn't weakness, sometimes it's protection. She stated as she sat in a white robe drinking tea while the piano played in the dim light of the My Truth photo. Then, without naming Kirk or Rini, she revealed to the world that she was set up by someone who couldn't handle her strength and that legal action is still ongoing. However, when she said, "You believe destroying me would make you just made yourself a clown. King, wow." The compliments were so overwhelming that she ate Drag Him Queen. After her lemonade moment, fans are now Mosquita is trending, and women are supporting her squad by sharing selfies with the tagline, "Unbothered, loyal, resilient." But rumors are that Kirk's team is preparing a counterattack. Obtained a second video, in which Rasheed is purportedly giving Mr. Jim Flex a folder, the contents of which are unknown, but the leak is apparently happening in a matter of days. What will happen next? Possibly another one. Injunction? A complete lawsuit. Rasheeda filing criminal charges. The FBI actually getting involved. Or VH1 turning this into a 6-part limited series with Mama D as the narrator. All we know is that the drama is being watched online, is simmering, and Kirk may have made the greatest callous public relations blunder reality TV has ever witnessed. The question now is, who is truly at fault? Kirk is a walking disaster or a petty genius? Is Rasheeda a victim? Or the game just changed? And if you believe this is the end, you obviously don't know Atlanta. So, now that the bombs have dropped and the fallout has started, what do you do? A long-term strategist in Rini, is she in love or merely in the spotlight? Think Kirk is a genius revealing the reality that the world didn't see, or is he simply a bitter ex-venting? Did Rasheeda truly slip, or is this a phony catastrophe staged for political advantage? Is Rini Rucci a rebound? She always has a strategy because now it's not just about relationships, it's about retaliation, reputation, and reality TV nobility battling for their lives. We have leaked gym tapes and purported cryptocurrency accounts. The coldest love triangle Atlanta has ever witnessed. Secret burner phones, shadow lawsuits, whisper campaigns, and potential FBI investigations. But one thing is certain, is lying, and the reality is messier than a love triangle. Hop reunion following 2 glasses of Casamigos and no signs of security. It's your time now. Please leave a comment. Do you think Kirk Rasheeda Rini is real? Do you believe that this was all staged? For opinions, or is this the most accurate betrayal in the history of reality TV? That button, if your mouth fell open, at least once throughout this expose, and don't forget to subscribe as the next chapter in this story. To put it simply, it's far from over. So stay tuned. Remain woke and filthy.